This video is presented by EA GameChangers.
Hi everyone, Dan here today with a new Sims FreePlay video for you, and this one is just in time for Christmas. So this is coming out to you in early December, and it is packed full of holiday themed and seasonal stuff, just like you'd expect from the FireMonkeys team at this time of year. So you can see on my screen here, the main quest that we're going to be looking at here is called Missing Claus, and this is essentially this year's seasonal main event. And in this seasonal quest, you can unlock a breathtaking country estate and the ability to build A-frame roofing. You can discover the prettiest items for Santa's rustic farmhouse, including furniture, flower beds, a chicken coop, and an outdoor banquet area. You can play the celebrity pets life event to access the most adorable pet pugs for your Sims. So I made a separate video on that particular quest, and you can pick up, cuddle and pamper the precious pug with accessories, matching outfits for your Sim and pug, stylish bed, kennel and bathtub, all fit for pet royalty. So you can see this update is stuffed full of all sorts of things here. Plus, in addition to all of that, you can have your Sims don some daring hairdos with the hair hobby event and step up the holiday style with the new fashion designer stockings hobby event as well. So lots of things are coming, and in addition to the holiday 2018 update, there's also some reruns of older quests as well. So that includes things like the hands-on quest, which I've shown before, the aerobics hobby event, and of course you've got all these new ones which I have just mentioned to you. So that's really exciting, and that is likely to be going live, like I said, in early December. So keep an eye out, because all of these Christmas items are coming your way. So let's dig in here and actually see what we have to do. So like always, this has been an early build which is provided by EA and FireMonkeys. This essentially lets me go into the game, which is why I have a lot of currency here and have early access to it, so that we can walk through it and basically let you see what you get for completing it and whether it's worth your time. So first things first, we need to actually check the calendar date at the computer. So it's December in Simtown and our Sim feels a slight twinge, something's not quite right, but your Sim cannot put their finger on exactly what. Perhaps checking their calendar will do it. So let's get them to go right in here and we'll do that. So as always with these events, I normally end up using all the LP and all that fun stuff that we have just to fly through these events, because I doubt you want to sit here and watch every single animation, because we'd be here for days. So we've just completed that there, and we now need to discuss the Christmas spirit with other Sims. And sure, I'm sure we can do that. And it takes quite a while by the look of it, over 2 hours to discuss the Christmas spirit. So remember, this is meant to be something you tackle day by day by day, whereas we're here just doing all in one complete hit. That obviously isn't going to be the way you're going to be playing it, or how most people are going to be playing it. So just keep that in mind when you see us flying through it here. I'm trying to compress this into a short video so you can see how you complete this entire quest and what you need to do. But it will take a lot longer than that, so keep that in mind. So we need to have another discussion first to discuss the Christmas spirit. So for that, probably worthwhile getting all of your Sims onto the lot and getting them to talk about that. So we have to have 4 pairs of Sims panic about Christmas. So to be fair, I should probably join in with that, because I've got absolutely nothing ready, and you can see them here. They're running around. Don't really know what they're doing here. They're kind of, I don't really know. I mean, there's panicking, and then there's whatever this obscure animation is. They put so much detail into these quests, and I think that's what, to be honest, gives Sims FreePlay, apart from the whole 7 years of it being around, gives Sims FreePlay a bit of a leg up over things like Sims Mobile, because there's just so much detail in here, and the quests are so much more interactive than they come across in that particular game. So, we need to buy 5 Christmas decorations from the Features tab. Sure thing, we can do that. So let's buy some really funky decorations. I don't even think we've got space on this lot, you know. I swear I had this problem last year as well. So we'll place a snow figure there. We'll place this glowing candy cane stick of doom. Oh, actually, we could pop them there, actually. I think that would look quite neat. That can go there, that can go there, and this can go there. And why not? We'll get a glowing reindeer as well. Sure, there we go. Cool. So we've just done that, and we need to research seasonal snowfall in Simtown. So that actually looks quite cool, actually. I mean, let's turn on the... I mean, maybe if it was a bit taller, perhaps. It looks just a bit puny compared to everything else we've placed down there. So let's research snowfall on the computer. And once our sim has researched snowfall, you will then need to call the ho-ho hot... The what hot? The ho-ho hot. I didn't realise this was an X-rated game, but we'll go with that. Obviously, it's a Christmas reference, but sure thing, whatever you want to call it. And we need to so we've called this hotline and the number is disconnected. When magic fails, science is the answer. So Sims should find a meteorologist. So we need to search the bookshelf. And... Cool. Weather expert. Sure. So, like I said, if you were doing this differently, you would obviously need to make sure every single sim you are doing here is maybe looking at different bookshelves and different houses, because you can really speed up the progress of events by keeping that in mind. Obviously here, I'm able to just splash this cash and just go ridiculous to complete this part. But it's all things to consider, and that's why I always like being able to show you it from this perspective, because you can actually go through and plan, okay, so this is what I have to do next, this is how long that's going to take, here's what the timing is, and, you know, keeping all that in mind. So, we're going to phone Cyrus. This character name sounds familiar. Have we ever called this person before? I feel like we have. Maybe? Potentially? We definitely must have before. So let's have a look. Congratulations! You completed the first set of goals from the Missing Claus Christmas Quest and received a beautiful round mirror. Ooh! So we've just treated ourselves there. So we need to go down to the park now. What's happened to Christmas? There's no Christmas spirit. Time to panic. Read an almanac? I can't say the word. I'm so bad at pronouncing things. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, hun. Let's head on down to the park, wherever. No, I do not want to place all of this stuff. Go away. Fab. So, let's bring someone down here. And can I just say as well, I normally do this on like my iPad, but I've got the iPhone XS Max now because I'm an absolute Apple whore and I hate myself. Yes, we've seen this person before. And this game looks fab on it. Like, it's amazing how, again, this game's 7 years old and it's so detailed. Obviously, it could maybe use with some things like real-time shadows and stuff like that, and it just really needs maybe some tweaks, but it's holding up really well. So the machine is set up and ready to snow. He asks your sim to perform the honours. Your sim turn on the weather device. Sure thing. Let's turn this on. Come on over. Where are you? Hurry up. Slow up. Come on. Come on. Come on, hun. You got this. Speed up. I wanted to see if there's any like fancy animation from them doing this particular task at all before I skip it. Because, you know, if there's a new unique interaction, we can show you that. That's no problem. Here we go. Let's turn that on. Can you do it? Any moment. Oh. Is that really what we just waited for? We just waited for her to literally just tap it. Okay. Cool. And it's snowing. Exciting. So, your sim flips a switch to the weather device. Immediately, snow starts falling from the sky. Now it feels like Christmas. I don't know about you, but I'm always the person that ends up falling over, and I am not a fan of snow. In the UK, if there's a speck of snow, rain, heat, anything, then basically everything just comes to a standstill. We are really not prepared as a country. So we need to have 4 snowball fights. I don't quite understand how we're meant to be having these snowball fights, because, like, I'm sorry, but our Sims really just... How? There's no There's no snow for a snowball fight. Are they literally collecting these snowballs in their hands? Like, come on, be realistic about this. Look, here we go. If that's genuinely what happens, this is ridiculous. No? I mean... So obviously this is this is an early access build, and I think this is such an occasion where things obviously aren't going quite the way that they're meant to go in terms of animations and all of that fun stuff. So I'm just going to hurry ahead here. That may be something that the FireMonkeys team want to check before releasing that to the world. And have your sim built a snowman on the X on their front lawn? Sure. Let's go back home. Oh wow, a completely different house now. Sure thing. Let's build a snowman right outside. This is a okay. Now you can have a snow. This is why it just didn't make sense to do that part of the park. I mean, at least there's snow here. So this, I really like this. I just like the vibes it's giving off, and I mean, I love Sims Mobile, but I mean the recent snowfall they've got in that is not too great compared to the early access version last year when it was out in Brazil. So cool, let's build that. Perfect. We have just built one, and we need to speak with the snowman. So let's have a speak here, a little chinwag, see what's going on. Hun, how are you not freezing yourself? You're out here in the snow. Oh no, what are you doing with your life? I ask myself that quite often. Oh, Mr. Flurry's grumpy. Oh, we need to dial the detective. Sure, let's dial one here. So, one thing, if you remember, based on the previous Christmas quest, these are normally really, really long. So I always try to cover them as much as I possibly can here, but you may be in for a bit of a journey here as we work our way through this particular quest, because this is meant to, oh no, wrong place. This is meant to obviously happen over such like a long period of time, and it obviously isn't here. So we need to meet wherever they are. Are they not here? Am I being blind? Ah, here we go. Detective. Oh my gosh, I love the names they give him. Look at him there. Look at this little badge, ready to rock and roll and solve some crimes or mysteries, whatever it is. So our sim has just greeted this chap, who immediately asked to be shown the scene of the crime. Sure, let's explain this situation. No, I think there might just be a glitch with this particular sim, you know. Like, okay, no, it's not, because this sim's been selected. I was about to say, this guy just likes to stand around. So we need to use a telescope to scan for Santa. Let's see if we can find him. I'm pretty sure every kid at some point has tried to stay awake to see Santa. They've tried to like listen out. They've tried to spot them, track them on Google Earth, all of that stuff. If only it was possible, that easy to see them. So we need to have 8 Sims search for objects in the house. Okay. Right. And if you quick complete it, then you're going to be more likely to finish this quicker. Cool. Let's... No. Stop. Right. Let's search for some lenses. You can search for some lenses. Everybody can search for some lenses. So with this, obviously the amount you get is going to vary every single time. So get all of your Sims searching and searching and searching. Yep, thank you. We've leveled up. And yep, thank you. Go away. Go away. Oh my gosh, this game's literally harassing us here. Cool. So we've completed that. And based... Oh, where's it gone? Here we go. So, oh, I'm tapping all the wrong things on this phone. Have your Sims look at the park. Okay. You know what really annoys me? When it keeps making you go back and forth to places a lot of the time. Like, I just find that gets a bit frustrating. Like, either, you know, do something somewhere or don't. Just make your mind up, whatever you're going to do. So have your Sim check the crashed sleigh for clues. Oh my gosh, there's a crashed sleigh here. Oh my word. Look at that. So we can check this. Oh my gosh, this is a really funky sleigh as well. I mean, like, who needs reindeers? This guy... Santa's got, like, rockets. I think he's living in the future, you know. Definitely living in the future. But we've just unlocked some more shiny things there, as you have just seen. And that's only 17% into this quest. So this seasonal quest, you are going to be unlocking lots and lots of goods. And if we complete the third set of goals, we're going to earn this hedge pack that you can see there. So that's always good. And then we may get the doors, the wildflowers, the picket fences, the farmhouse laundry, the cozy comfort set, rustic dining, the hall pack, the rustic lounge, and rustic furniture. So basically you get more and more and more of the items that make up this new house. So we need to investigate the tracks in the park. Sure thing, we can investigate and have a look to see what is happening here. That is no problemo, Santa, don't you worry. Let's send these people away who aren't doing anything, just because they're getting in the way of our investigations. Fab. Investigate the tracks. Talk to Rudolph. It's Rudolph. Also, I'm loving the Christmassy music, like all the bells and all that. I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up in my recording, but so nice. Let's really just ride Rudolph to Santa's workshop. Woo. Okay, so this lot's been reused a few times now. You'll remember this from a previous, probably last year's Christmas. I'm pretty sure it was, because I remember that one taking like a good 45 minutes to get done. So we've now took Rudolph there, holding tight to his antlers. The reindeer soars into the sky, and the workshop is empty, and it should be operating at peak capacity. So we need to take a look here and check the machine. I love this lot. It's just so well made. The colours are just so vibrant. It's just such a nice, like, it's so good. I just love how creative they are with Sims FreePlay, and I really wish I got into this game years ago, not just, you know, over the last few years. Like, I wish I played it properly from the start, because, oh my gosh, it's so good. So let's search for clues in here. So we're having a look here, and we're having a little look for some more clues. So due to personal reasons, I will not be in for the foreseeable future. Santa. Okay, so let's see what other note we've got here. And find a list of medicinal items for cold and fevers. Let's check the electricity bill. Electricity bill, Santa's farmhouse is 2 months overdue. And medical appointment. Sure, let's turn on the fireplace. Why not? Cool. And Mrs. Claus, we dressed for the farmhouse. Interesting. So we need to go and talk to Rudolph out here now. You know, only in The Sims can your sim easily just, you know, go to Santa's grotto, you can talk to a reindeer, and it's all perfectly normal. Nobody really questions the fact that, you know, what they're doing. It's all part of the plan. So we need to ride to Santa's farmhouse now. I mean, Santa's like proper getting into the real estate business by the sounds of it. So this is the lot that you will get once you have completed this seasonal quest. So I've already had a little look at it before, but how, oh my gosh, there's a basement level down here, but how amazing does this place look, especially with all the snow. And imagine if you completed the pug quest and that was running around. You've got your chicken coop out the back here. It's beautiful. Really, really nice. But that's not what we're here to do. We are here to talk to the elf over here. Oh my gosh, I love it. And you've got the chickens there going around. You've got this really beautiful table and chairs in the garden with all the lights hanging. I love it. Like, I honestly love it. It gives me so much inspiration for like how I want things in The Sims 4. Cool. So, have your sim ask Frank for the keys to Santa's house. So that's going to take you a good 5 hours. I still think sometimes it's obscure how long they set these tasks for. It's as if they've ran out of ideas, so they just kind of slap on a really long time period. It really does need to be a bit more practical, maybe. So we've completed the third set of goals in Missing Claus, and we've earned the hedge pack, which you can see all around this lot. So we need to collect the key from Frank now. Reindeer tracks glow in the dark, lead to a workshop lacking in spark, discovering clues, an elf with the blues. This quest is no walk in the park. And you're telling me that. 5 hours to negotiate this, but look at all the reindeers over here. It's just all of this small detail, which I just love. So let's unlock the door into Santa. We're literally breaking in to Santa's farmhouse here, and this guy's just letting us in, doesn't care. I mean, this place is, Santa. I know I said I liked your grotto, but I mean, this is much more practical. You've got everything you need here, really, apart from a toy making facility, but, you know, who needs that these days with Amazon? So we've unlocked the door, and we need to introduce ourselves to, oh, we got Santa and Mrs. Claus there. Oh, let's introduce ourselves. Oh, look at Santa. Oh, this is so. I've been saying for ages now, I'm really not feeling that Christmassy at the moment. And as I'm recording this, it's the end of November, and I just really, really want to feel Christmassy. And this is starting to help. You know, it just feels so good. Cool. So, a somber Santa explains that Mrs. Claus has been struck down with a terrible fever. She's been bedridden for weeks and needs constant care, and explains why the Christmas is behind schedule. Do you have any ideas? Asks a desperate Santa. Now, we need to check on Mrs. Claus, and if we keep this up, we're going to be getting these rustic doors. So, hun, I care about her well-being, but I'm here for the doors. So, let's check in with how she is. And she looks feverish. So we can check the fireplace to make sure it's producing enough heat. I mean, she's upstairs. I guess heat rises, but I don't think it's going to do too much of a job for her there, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. But who am I to question Santa? So, sure thing. We'll just go with that. Cool. Is it producing enough heat? It'll chemsex the fireplace, which is losing heat. The temperature is fixed. Now to complete. So we need to read some cookbooks. Look for a cure. Cool. Let's do that. So let's bring our sim down here and make sure that we do that. So look for a cure. Sure. Now the reason it keeps taking us upstairs is because obviously your sim will get this book and go upstairs, and I'm just obviously, I doubt you are that desperate to see someone read a book. So we do that 5 times. You've got to look for a cure 5 times, and we need to grow a lot of 10 onions. Sure. So let's grow some onions right here, which will cost us 137 simoleons. Cool. So we need to grow 10 of these, remember. So maybe get some, several planters maybe in your home lot. You don't have to do it all on the slot. You can go to your other sims. So keep all that in mind. Grow onions at a garden patch. Oh, so you've literally got to do this 10 times. So I would definitely do this on your own lot. So get yourself an onion farm going, because this is unreal. There's onions, and then, oh my gosh, she must, this better do some miracles for her if we're getting this many onions made, because this is unreal. Have you ever seen so many onions? I like onions, but that's something else. So we need to cook the soup on the stove here in Santa's swanky, rustic inspired kitchen. And I just really hope you guys are just taking a moment to just appreciate how awesome this place is looking, because come on, this is phenomenal how this looks, and this is what you unlock from completing it all. So we've cooked the soup, and we need to give her the soup upstairs, and as if by magic that has cured her, and we have got the doors. And she's feeling better, so that's good too. You've completed the 4th set, so we get the stunning rustic doors pack. Cool. So we gave her that. Has the soup had any effect? Your sim takes Mrs. Claus's temperature. We need to go talk to the Ice Queen. I'm pretty sure that's from another quest as well. A sad Santa paces inside, refusing to leave Miss Claus's side. Cooking a morales apocalypse. The soup Mrs. Claus sips, is it enough to turn fever's tide? Why am I so bad at pronouncing things? I really do not understand why. So he's talked to the Ice Queen. So suddenly a blast from his air announces rival. So she's annoyed apparently. Here she is, out here. So let's have a little chin wag with, she's just letting herself in now. You come on in, why not? Help yourself. You know what? you know, it's much your place as it is ours. You just do that. This person, where are you? I mean, Santa's still pacing. Mrs. Claus is back in bed. It's all going wrong, really, isn't it? So let's have a chat with this Ice Queen. Ice Prince, yeah, Queen. Why the frost was winter so late? That does not make sense. It's December. Why the frost was... Okay, I'm with you now. Oh, I really should not record these after work. My brain is frazzled. I promise I know the English language. It's December, not spring break. A sim needs to find a way to calm her down. Okay. So we need to introduce. Yeah, introduce a pug. Oh, let's have a look. Oh my god! 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 Come on, come on. Oh my god! Look at this freaking pug. How adorable is this pug? Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. Oh my god, it's adorable. I'm in love. I'm actually in love. This is like love at first sight. So we need to discuss Mrs. Claus with the Ice Queen now that we've wooed her over with this really adorable pug. I don't know what we can call this pug, but it's an adorable thing. So we need to watch 8 episodes of Wicked Dishes. Sure. I mean, why not? I don't even think they have a TV in this lot, you know. Okay, yes, they do down here. So let's watch Wicked Dishes. So this, I would make sure that you get loads of Sims doing this. Every Sim that you have a TV with, this is going to take you 6 hours. So you cannot do this with just one individual Sim here, because you are going to be waiting for a long time by doing that. So 8 episodes in total is what you need to do here. So if we do that 2 more times, there we go. Fab. And on the phone, we need to call the party troopers. Cool. Let's get that done. So you can see here, these seasonal quests is really long, but they give you a lot of rewards. I mean, we're on our 5th batch now. So you've completed the 5th set of goals in the Missing Claus Christmas quest and have earned the Wildflowers Hedge Pack. So keep in mind, you get 13 days to complete this, so this is really meant to last you a good while to take you into the Christmas period. You're going to be finishing this a couple of days before Christmas, all being well. Now our next thing we can get are these lovely picket fences. We're going to have a bougie house when we're done with this. Have your sim check the basement of Santa's farmhouse. An Ice Queen arrayed, can't buy a pug with cute traits, a wicked dish required from a witch ever tired, a fever this meal must sate. I mean, these cryptic clues are really stressing me out because they're really cute, but I mean, I don't have a clue what half it's about, so I don't know how well that would translate to other languages. So do let me know if you are from a different country and speak a different language. Let me know how well things like this translate, because I'm quite intrigued by that, because they're using very fancy words here. So, your sim locates Barbara in the basement. True to character, Barbara has found the nearest object on which to nap. Right, okay. So we need to turn the volume up to wake her up. There we go. Try another object, sure. Tap on the heater. Oh, that's going to do the trick, especially when it's in the other room. I mean, she's just there chilling, this witch is. They're literally bringing in so many characters here. Read loudly, if that wakes her up. Try another. Okay, I was about to say, if that does it, that would just be absolutely ridiculous. Create an aroma. Sure, did that work? Okay, I think it woke them. So we need to talk to them about Mrs. Claus's fever. Here we go. There we go. Wake up, hun. It's time to shine. Let's go. Cool. So let's talk here about Mrs. Claus's fever. So, after our nice little chat with this lovely witch, I can craft a magic meal with her powers, says Barbara. However, I need the hero ingredient, truffles. How can truffles be found? So we need some Sims to ponder some ideas and how they're going to get truffles. So in a traditional early access fashion, this one sim is going to be doing a lot of thinking, but this takes 4.5 hours for you to do this. So this would be really easy for you to do, like get that going during your lunch break, and you'll come back, if you settle your sims doing that, to a completed task. So we need to play with the princess up here. Where are they at? Where are they at? Here we go. Right. I did read that right, didn't I? Plead with the princess. We need to plead with the princess, the teacup pig for what? A pig. I'm very wait, what? A what? I'm very confused here. What we're meant to be pleading with? I mean, is there like something that I'm missing out on? Like, I think there must be. Like, where? I don't know where. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Remember this pig? I mean, bit of feedback here, FireMonkeys. For something that you've got all these floating icons above all of these objects, this microscopic pig, you haven't got anything to see it, and don't really give any inkling as to where it is. Come on, just some really basic UI things would be great here, but you know, I said I love the pug. I really love this pig as well. I fell in love with him in that school quest from, I think it was August last year. Yeah, it was, because I recorded it when I was at Gamescom. Oh my gosh, love it. So, have your sim plead on Santa's farm. Sure thing, we can do that. So, we need to collect truffles. Oh, please. Your sim needs to find truffles. I'm literally completely misreading half of these things. So this is going to take 8 hours. You need to bring more sims over for this, because I think that's just ridiculous. You'd be spending days and days and days looking for stuff otherwise if you were just doing all of that. So, let's collect some more truffles. I mean, very handy how Santa's got all of this conveniently lying around at this farmhouse, like nowhere else, just here. Why not? And what an array of characters we've got. We've got Rudolph, we've got a pig, we've got a pug, we've got a witch, we've got a queen, we've got Mrs. Claus, we've got Santa. We've just got just a complete clusterfuck of characters here. Give the truffles to Barbara. Come on, hun. We know you can get this ready for us. Here we go. Come on. Fab. So we've gave them there. So your sim gives the truffles to Barbara, who says she can now make a potent meal combining truffle oil with the mystic ice of the Ice Queen. While Barbara is cooking, your sim has sort of the perfect present for Barbara, some speckled eggs from the chicken coop. I love this chicken coop so much. It's just... I remember when they added one in The Sims 3 on the Sims 3 store. I hated that store, but it was a really cool object nonetheless. And oh my gosh, I love this. Cool, so we've collected those, and we need to give these to Barbara as a nice gift because we're such an amazing person. And that means we've now got those picket fences, which I was drooling over earlier, which is fantastic. And think of all these things we've got so far, and we're not even halfway yet. We are 33 minutes into this quest, and we're not halfway. This is a meaty quest. Like, it is a big one. So, we need to give the magical meal to Mrs. Claus. Barbara's help, Mull secures the smell of food, her secret lure, finding truffles unseen, add magic of Ice Queen, creates the magic cure. So, let's give this magical meal to Mrs. Claus, who... Your sim gives the magical meal to Mrs. Claus. Her recovery is startling. The power of your sim's persistence, teamwork and magic is truly something. So, Miss Claus is recovered. Will Santa be able to focus on Christmas? She's gone back to bed. She doesn't look like she's recovered. I know she's been through a lot of stuff, but she really does not look like she's ready for this, to be honest. Right. So Santa... The sim informs Santa that Mrs. Claus is well again and asks for more information on what the next steps are to get Christmas on track. He expresses his profound gratitude and says finding the missing elves and getting the workshop back in operation is the first step. Can Frank the elf help? Now, Frank, where have you gone, good friend? You are over here. So we need to discuss all these missing elves here, and we need to feed 4 chickens at the farmhouse. Sure thing. Let's do that, and that's going to take a long time. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, that's going to take... Yes, go away. That is going to take a long time. That's insanity. So I missed that one after all those pop-ups. So we need to ask again about the missing elves here. And that's a bit quicker, only 15 minutes this time round. So, have your sim ride Rudolph back to the park. Goodbye, fancy house. Let's use you again, Rudolph. Thank you for your kind services. And we need to try and wake the sleeping elf, wherever they may be. Of course, they're there, just casually. I don't know how all these people aren't frozen. I feel sorry for all these people just sitting in the park all day, in the snow, and, you know, they're just, you know, just casually just chilling, really, you know. Why not? I guess. Why not? So, let's go here. And already, that seems a lot quicker than the last one round. We've now completed the 7th set of goals in the Missing Claus Christmas Quest and received the farmhouse laundry pack. As a result of that, who doesn't love some laundry in their lives? So, now that we've woke the sleeping elves, we need to put Kurt's mind at ease. So, let's pop his mind at ease here. We've done that, and we need to ask about the other missing elves. So this is a lot of travelling, it's a lot of asking, and I do think this is going to take a lot of your time in the sense that it's not something that you can, you know, it's a task that lasts 8 hours. You come back, you do the next one, and you come back. This is, you're really going to have to be on this to squeeze, especially if you're not coughing up anything. You really need to be on this so that you can complete this. So, have your sim look for evidence of Pat's presence in the park. So sure, we can look for evidence. So, let's look for evidence. So, you're going to need several sims looking for evidence here because this is going to take 6 hours a pop. And this is the times when you need to be able to take full advantage of that. And, oh, we're looking in these really ratchet looking toilets. Oh my gosh, no, never again. And we've just made our way around this park now, looking for evidence, and we can finally send our sim back home. So, we need to go and pat the elf. Oh, go talk to Pat the elf. Oh my gosh, I honestly don't know what I'm up to here. Like, I genuinely am. I don't know. I think you are all kind of used to it a bit now, so we'll go with it. And, you know, right here on the Beyond Sims channel, you get to watch great content of my sim in the Sims FreePlay giving an elf a shoulder massage, because what other quality content could you possibly need in your life? So, have your sim ask Pat if they know the whereabouts of the last elf, and Pat, you better know, because I'm going to be absolutely fuming else. So we need to go back to Santa's workshop. I don't know how much I like the constant need to travel in this thing. Like, I get it, but, and I guess it kind of makes sense with this, like, pack and stuff, but it's just ridiculous because of how much you're having to do here. It's just constant. Like, I think it's maybe too much involvement. So we talk to Dave, good old Dave. Everyone loves Dave, don't they? And by talking to Dave, we've now got the new the Cozy Comfort Pack. Love it. And we now need to check in with Frank. So, looks like actually like presents are now getting made, things are actually happening, and they're now starting to get back to work at least. Looks like it could be busier, but you know, they're getting there. So that's always a perk. So we now need to check in with Kurt and see how they are doing. Looks like they're doing fantastic. And we need to check in with Pat as well. How are you doing? Cool. Dave said just too many meetings, he's putting us behind. Oh, I don't think they're too great. So let's avoid some burnout here, because it sounds like it's getting a bit too much here for them all. So your sim expresses concerns about elf burnout and asks Dave if there is another way to speed up production. We could dial the present making machine up to 110%. Oh, if this breaks it, I am going to be absolutely fuming. I mean, I don't see how 110% is going to make too much of a difference, but sure thing. So we've dialed it up, and for a moment it looks like it's going to work. It looks like the machine has burnt out. Does Dave have a backup plan? Nothing's going to plan here. I mean, Santa needs some new things. He just needs to hire out Amazon for the night and just do that. Maybe Argos as well. Have a sim place 10 outsourcing orders. I'm sorry, what? We're outsourcing. We're outsourced the present shortfall. Here's this, you'll need to contact them on a computer. We're gonna outsource Santa's workshop. I'm sorry, but that's just... Oh my, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Let's quickly go find this sim a second. I don't even think this guy has a computer, bless him. Let's try someone else. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Right, let's go find this guy. Here we go. Right, let's place some. We need to place 10 outsourcing orders here in this game. So then that takes 5 hours every single time. So if you have Sims with multiple computers, you need to make sure you are really taking advantage of that, because 5 LP every single time is going to start getting really costly to be able to push this one through, and it's not something that I would pay myself, in all honesty. So have a sim ride Rudolph to Santa's workshop in preparation for the delivery. I mean, we never actually left, so I mean, I can probably just go back to this guy here. Here we go. Congratulations, you have completed the 9th set of goals, and we have got the rustic dining set. So the outsourcing orders have arrived at Santa's workshop in your Sims' absence. The elves repaired the present machine and everything is coming together. So we need to have your Sims unpack the boxes from the outsourcing shipment. Elves at the point of burnout, a new plan to roll out, orders online, will it arrive in time, wait at the workshop, deliveries en route. Cool. So let's do some unpacking here, and finish that, and you can have multiple ones going. Unpack, great, unpack, and unpack. Cool. There we go. So we've unpacked. Have a sim sort the letter pile, and maybe as well that old electricity bill that is overdue, may want to get done as well. And we need to ride back to Santa's farmhouse on Rudolph. Of course we do. I feel sorry for Rudolph. He's just being used as like a taxi service, to be perfectly honest. I mean, bless him. So let's go back upstairs here and speak to Mrs. Claus about letters. And bless her, she's here trying to sleep. She's been through a rough time, but I'm here just trying to get all my nice new objects and my own farmhouse. So we speak to Mrs. Claus about how slow it is to sort the letters, and it's just tradition. Santa has a naughty and nice app that's heavily encrypted, so we need to try and decrypt it from a computer. So this is where, again, you're going to need lots of people. So let's go back to this sim Ryan, who is our nice at-home hacker, who is going to decrypt this naughty and nice list for us. So you've got to do that all these times, and that's going to take you 6 hours and 11... Oh, it's actually different every single time. So it seems to be going between 6 hours and 11 minutes and 6 hours and 30... Okay, that's because we're using a different sim here. So the main one is 6 hours 30 minutes, so keep that in mind. So, that's great. Are we done decrypting? Oh my gosh. I mean, who knew it was this easy to decrypt something, eh? Madness. So our Sims decrypt the Naughty and Nice app. It looks naughty and nice were derived from a function that allocates coal based on the Sims' nice quotient. Cool. And this does a formula. Sounds like work, to be honest, with all the Excel formulas I get to see in a day. And have your Sim calculate the number of presents using... Okay, this is annoying me. You've got all these nice lots you're at, and we're constantly just having to use the computer. And it's the same animation. It feels like a really cheap way of doing this. Why is it the computer all the time? I don't get it. Like, that... No. That's been overused too much. Way too much. So have a Sim ride Rudolph back. Don't worry, we've already got people on the ground there. Oh, we did, until I just summoned them back. What an absolute plonker. So, let's try that again, shall we? Let's head over here. And... Rudolph, where are you? Here we go. Thank you, Rudolph. You're the best. Let's summon Lee back over. Cool. Fab. So here we go. Let's ride to Santa's farm. Oh no, we're meant to go to Santa's workhouse, aren't we? My bad. No. Come on. Let's go. Right. Here we go. Workshop. There we go. Okay. So let's do that. So we give coal and a presents here. And we need to, here we go. So we need to collect some coal now for people. So this is going to take 5 hours for every single time you are digging. So get all your Sims down to Santa's workshop and dig for all of these lumps of coal and get that quest done nice and quick. And you can have your Sim in 4 days, Dave, that the quota has been met. Santa's back here as well. And we've now unlocked the haul pack, so we're almost there with unlocking everything. So now we need to go back to actually see Mrs. Claus again. Bless her. I feel like she's just been through the mill, to be perfectly honest. She's just constantly having to do all these things. Right, farmhouse, Mrs. Claus. Oh, she's up. Okay, I don't mind so much now. Give us our nice shiny things here. So we need to clear the overgrowth around the farmhouse. Sure thing. Let's go and clear that, I guess. Why not? Oh, we can actually go out here. I didn't realise we could walk around this area. Oh, that's neat. That's really neat. Oh, but come on. That's so cool. That's really cool. But I don't really see how that's really much of a concern for her when it's like Christmas. I mean, if you need someone to do your gardening, you need to pay someone. You don't just, you know, get someone off the street to be doing that, do you? Okay, I guess it makes it ready for Christmas. So we can now chat with Mrs. Claus and let her know that her place is ready. And we need to take a break on the couch. So let's take a break. A nice 2-hour break. I mean, some break you've earned there. But I guess it has been all systems go. So we'll let you off there. And we need to now ride to Santa's workshop again. So let's go and fly on over there. And confirm the launch time with Santa. That's 4 hours. So we've now got the rustic lounge pack as well. Great. And you can see here we just need the last rustic furniture and then we get the farmhouse. So we're really getting there now. So we turn off the present making machine. Beautiful. And talk to Santa. Here we go. There we go. Disturb him, why don't you, while he's in his chair. And have our Sim check the sleigh. Oh wait, the sleigh's not there, is it? Because it's obviously crashed in the park. So, OMG, the sleigh is missing. But surely it's because it's, like, in the park. Like, we know where this sleigh is. But we're going to mislead Santa and make him think it's missing. And try and calm it down and give the poor chap a heart attack. Why not? So, we need to ride Rudolph back to the park, just for a change, you know, of all these places we're riding to. And we need to check the sleigh, which is puffing out smoke and does not look like it is having a very good time, to be perfectly honest. Probably well past the point of repair. Cool. So, have up to 4 Sims search for 9 missing sleigh parts. So, I mean, the game's now telling you actually that you need to look for all of these missing parts, and obviously you're going to be having different people looking around different parts of the park. If you use LP, you may be more likely to get some more parts for it. And from a phone, have your Sim call our lovely detective Ryan. Where are you? Here we go. Let's get you to make a phone call. It's going to take you an hour. Yeah, it just seems to be a lot of going back to all these places. It just seems a bit, I don't know if it's just me, it just feels a little bit disjointed at times. Talk to them in the park about the missing part. Sure thing. Let's go over here, since we've already got our lovely Sim here in the park, who's actually taking a nap on the bench, but we'll wake them up. And we will have a chinwag over here about the missing parts. Come on, detective, you've got this. And we've now got the rustic furniture pack, so we've unlocked everything from this particular quest now. We're just needing to get this farmhouse, and I am determined we are going to get this now. So, how did they get that so quickly? Let's speak to this detective, shall we? Fab. So your sim, da 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 da. I put a request up on sim list. Oh my gosh. Sim list. It's not sure detective required at all. Cool. I don't really know what that detective did, so let's fix up our sleigh here. And we need to call the ice cream from a phone. This is ridiculous. This is really ridiculous, making us go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I think maybe it's more because... Maybe I feel this because we're hitting it in this one whack. Like, we're just going for it. Whereas, obviously, in reality, you'd be doing this over 13 days. So you probably wouldn't notice it as much that you're constantly hopping between all of these places, because you'd be doing it amongst your normal gameplay. And in the park, have your sim ask the ice cream to charge the frost compactor. Sure thing. Let's go back to the park. And let's do that. Please charge it. Pretty please. We've asked you nicely. You know you want to. Fab. Thank you. You're the best. Come on. Charge it. Yeah, magic, 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 magic. There we go. Cool. So we need to fly the sleigh back to Santa's workshop. Sorry, Rudolph, we don't need you anymore. See ya. There we go. Cool. So we've now brought the sleigh there. It is looking good. And we need to talk to Dave. I mean, these elves really just have some generic names, don't they? Bless them. So have all Sims leave Santa's workshop. Sure thing. We can go and find our friend here, Ryan. And we can whistle over Lisa that we leave. And we need to change their clothes in the wardrobes for the pre-flight feast. So let's change into, I think it's literally where we have to actually go in and change our clothes from the sounds of it. Instead of just going into like your sleepwear or something. So let's give them this funky top. I love that top. Fab. Cool. There we go. And go to the park and ride Rudolph to Santa's farm. What was I just saying about having to hop between all these places? You've asked us to leave this place. And then we're having to go back and... It's mad. Absolutely mad. Cool. And FireMonkeys, if you're listening, I don't mean it in a bad way, I'm sorry. But it's just mad. It's just mad. Cool. So we are now back at the park and we need to use Rudolph here to ride Santa's farmhouse. Cool. So now that we're back at the farmhouse, we'd have 6 Sims join Santa's feast at the farmhouse. I don't quite understand where this feast is though, unless we just literally have to whistle over all of these Sims. Yeah, let's bring them all over. Sure, we've got lots of Sims here. I mean, we've literally got everybody possible on this lot here. Join Santa's feast. You Sim arrives at Santa's farmhouse. Oh, in the backyard. Oh, look at me here. That's what this fancy table was for. That was me looking elsewhere for it all. Cool. So everyone here is joining Santa's feast. Look at this. Everyone is coming over. This is so cute.
How adorable. What a cute way to wrap all of this up.
How cute. Oh, okay. I'm feeling proper Christmassy now that we're seeing all of this. This is just adorable. They're all gathering around, having some grub. I don't know where Mrs. Claus is, but I mean, I'm sure she's perfectly happy doing whatever she's up to. Oh, this is adorbs. Like, so adorable. Cool. And obviously that's going to last however long that... Yes, go away. That's obviously going to last however long we need that to last for. And we're going to finish that now. So they've all enjoyed Santa's feast, and we need to say farewell to Santa and to Mrs. Claus as well, who is coming downstairs to say her farewells to... Ah, this is really sweet. Until next year, Santa. Until next year, we'll see you again, I'm sure. Amazing. And now, send all Sims home. Sure, let's send you all away. Goodbye, friends. There we go. Everyone is leaving. They're all off. They're not staying here anymore. Off you disperse. Although they can't really all work out where they're going, to be honest, because they've all just been They've all just been sent off. Look at them all go. They're just going everywhere. This is great. This is great. Bless them. But how nice is this farmhouse? Like, seriously. It's so cute and rustic, and I love it, and I would love to live there in real life. So, hint, hint, if anyone wishes to build me a house, I mean, this will do, and I think I just really want this in the garden as well. That really nice table and chairs. Cool. So, we've sent everybody home now, and that is the Holiday 2018 Seasonal Quest, which is going to take you up to 13 days to complete, and we've done it in 55 minutes. And going above and beyond, curing Mrs. Claus and saving Christmas, your sim has been awarded Santa's rustic farmhouse and a unique A-frame roof, so you can build it on a lot with an empty house and enjoy it. So we have finally, after all of that, we have now got the rustic farmhouse, which we can build right there in our neighborhood. Let's relocate Ryan over for his work, and you can now own it yourself, Santa free, and just enjoy. This is what you get for completing this quest. And remember, that's not the only quest there is. There's also here this 26-day quest here, the Celebrity Pet live event, which is where you can unlock your own pug and matching attire. There is also reruns of older events, such as the hands-on seasonal quest and the aerobics hobby event, which will be happening in the end of December, beginning of January time. And as well, there's also the new fashion designer event hobby, and also there is another version of that which will be happening towards the end of December too. So there's so many new things in this update. It is jam-packed. It's going to keep you occupied all over December. So I'm really interested to see how you all get on. Hopefully I didn't lose you too much on the way there as we powered through this in one sitting. I mean, it's quite a lot to kind of just sit and stare at a phone for that long. So hopefully it's helped you. And like I said earlier, this was made possible because of EA and FireMonkeys for the early access, but all views expressed throughout this and lack of English are my own. All my own. And I really hope you enjoy the Christmas period. Whether you celebrate it or not, hopefully you have a really wonderful time, just relaxing, playing some games, whatever it may be that you get up to. And I will see you in more videos coming soon to this channel and also beyondsims.com as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.